everybody, welcome back to Auto Scholar Mr. B. I'm Mr. B, and today we have this 2013 Lexus CT200h. We're going to put some fog light assemblies in. So I got these fog light assemblies on eBay, paid about $30 for them shipped to the door, and I'm going to put them in and see if they make any difference. So what I'm hoping to do is get just a little bit more broad of a light in the front of the vehicle, and also get a little bit more brightness and possibly save us some money on gas due to the fact that these are LEDs. They're going to consume less power than our halogen bulbs, and maybe keep that 12-volt system from working so hard. So let me take you over here to the table and show you the assemblies, and then we're going to put them on the car. Okay, so these are the assemblies that we got here, and they are sealed, so there's no replaceable bulb in here at all. It's just all LED. It looks like a couple of rows of LEDs in here across the top, and it does have an adjustment for up and down right here, so we want to adjust these after we put these on, and they just plug directly into the factory spot where it would plug into the regular bulb. So these are supposed to be plug and play, really easy to assemble. Now Lexus says we have to take the front bumper off to install these. I'm going to try to sneak in and try to do it without taking the front bumper off, and we'll just see how it goes. Okay, so just to give you some reference here, this is the driver's side right here going to the passenger side, and we have a plate right here that we're going to take off. And I've got a plate right here that I'm going to just try to kind of bend back and see if I can get in here at this fog light. Again, Toyota says that you have to basically take the entire bumper off, and I'm thinking we can get around it. So we have some 10 millimeters right here that will come off. We're just going to pull this down. And yeah, you can get to this without taking the bumper off. Okay, so I have peeled back the fender liner, and you probably don't have to do this to do the job, but I wanted to get my camera in here, and it was just impossible getting my camera up through here. So I wanted to really show you guys exactly what you got to do. So the first thing you got to do is unplug your fog light bulb, and this plug is going to go directly into the new assembly. And just stick this out of the way. And so we have a screw right here that we have to take out. It's a Phillips head screw. And once you get that out, it should just kind of swing out of the way. And so your other two tabs on the right side, there's no screws that goes through those. They just literally slide into some slots. So let me take that screw out and see what we can get. Trying to stay out of the way of the camera, but there's only so much room in here, guys. So take this screw out, and then this just pulls out. Pretty easy. Okay, so I'm running into a little bit of problem with these eBay fog lights, as sometimes we run into problems with eBay stuff. So this is the bracket. I took this off. You shouldn't have to do this unless you have to modify. The factory fog light slides into these holes right here, and it lays down pretty as a picture, and you put that screw in and you're done. The problem I'm seeing with these, this is the one marked for the left side, and these tabs right here are not wide enough to fit into those pieces. So we are either going to have to modify these tabs here, which I'm probably going to do. I'm probably just going to cut this tab down a little bit, and it should be able to slide in there. But just know that these, you may have to work with these a little bit. I mean, they're $30 fog lights, so I get it, but I was just expecting for a little bit better fit here. So let me see what I can do about modifying these to get fit into this piece, and we'll go from there. Okay, so what I was able to do to get this to fit, everything fits pretty well. I just cut this tab in half this way. Just cut a little piece off of it, and it was able to slide in there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reinstall this and just make sure it's centered up in the bezel. Okay, I was able to get it centered up, and so just you will have to trim that tab on the back to get it to fit in the holder. And as long as you know that, moving forward, this isn't that difficult of a job. Just don't forget to plug it up into the factory harness and go ahead and put all your pieces on underneath. Okay guys, so I want to show y'all something that I ran into, a little bit of an issue. I initially thought that maybe the seller sent me 2 different color lights, and then we got to investigating a little bit more, and the lights are kind of doing some weird things. So let me go ahead and show you. As you can see, when I turn the lights on, the left side, your right side, will be yellow, and the other side is white. When I turn the lights back off, turn them back on, you see it swaps. Okay, now there were no instructions in this box, so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to change the polarity on one of the sides and see what it does. So I just want to show you guys that that this is happening and what to be aware of if it is. Okay, so I think I finally got this figured out. What I ended up doing, and this is set to amber right now, so both sides are amber. And what I ended up doing is reversing the polarity on this bulb right here. So basically these bulbs, the plug-ins can be, the polarity can be switched, so they can be put on backwards actually, which with the stock headlight bulbs cannot be because they have an alignment tab. These tabs are not there on this new assembly. So me just fishing my hand up in there on this side and just plugging them in, I was unaware that you could get the polarity swap back around, but things happen, and I'm going to keep this video going. I was debating on either not even finishing this video, but I found out a neat feature on these bulbs, these assemblies here, because this didn't come with any instructions at all. I'm kind of flying blind. And so here they are amber, and every other time that you turn them on, they will change color, which for some people that might be a plus, other people that might be a minus. So I'm going to switch these off. And back on. And they are white. So it depends on what you want. If, you know, I was preferring just the white lights because I have some LEDs. They're I'm putting in the headlights to match this, but it may be a neat feature for some of you if you want the yellow lights. So if you want to go back to the yellow lights, you will just switch this back off, back on, and you have the amber lights. So you get to choose which lights you want when you turn the car on. If you don't want these, you just flip the lights off and on again, and they will change colors. Now, what the problem I had is the polarity was swapped, and so basically the lights were out of phase. One was yellow and one was white, and then you turned them off and they swapped colors, and so it was a little confusing there for a minute, but hey, we learn as we go, don't we? Okay, I want to show you guys, this is outside of my house. I've got to adjust these out still. But this is the white beam, and then if I just flick my high beams, this will change to the yellow beam here. And so that is the pattern there. So you can see kind of the difference there. So these need to be adjusted down a little bit, and I'll take care of that tomorrow. But this is just outside of my house, and I want to show you guys pretty much what it looked like. There's the white, and you can tell the white ones are much higher than the amber ones, so must be just the placement of the LEDs inside the housings. Okay, so hopefully you guys learned kind of what it's like putting on aftermarket equipment. Sometimes it can go not as planned, especially when you don't have any instructions or anything to go by, and you're not quite sure of what the lights that you're putting on your vehicle actually do, because none of this was advertised in the listing on eBay. I'll post the listing for the lights in the description so you can read for yourself. But yeah, so sometimes when we're modifying these vehicles, things go unplanned. I just want you guys to know how to fix certain things when they go wrong. So this is one of the things that didn't exactly go how I wanted to. I thought this was just going to be a really easy video to make for you guys, and it turned to be a little bit of a head scratcher in the middle. So if you like this video, again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment and tell me what you thought. If you have any questions, of course, leave them down in the comments. And I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, VK, anywhere the social media is. Just look up Auto Scholar with Mr. B, and I'm there. I post a lot of stuff there that I can't really post on YouTube. And I'm gonna go and aim these things. Don't forget to aim these. If you have them, go ahead and just pull up against the garage door and make sure that they're aimed down below your headlights, because that's how they work. And we'll see you next time on Auto Scholar with Mr. B.